All right, good morning, fourth grade. We're on lesson 25. If you can join me in your books today, it'll be good for you to have those books out. It's on page 154. Today you're going to learn how to list all the factors of a whole number. I'm going to show you a couple different ways of doing it, and then hopefully some of these you'll start to memorize, okay? We're going to be asked for factors for a lot of reasons later in the year, especially with fractions. So up until then, we'll be working on factors in our lessons. All right, what is a factor? If you look on the bottom of page 154, it says the factors of a number are all the whole numbers that can be divided into it without leaving a remainder. For example, the factors of 6 are, so let's go ahead and take a look at 6. And we'll always write it like this. 6 equals, okay? 6 equals 1, 2, 3, and 6. That's our answer, but how did we get to our answer? Well, we actually said, let's take 6 and divide it by 1. And 1 is a factor for everything. Well, how many times does 1 go into 6? Well, obviously itself. 1 and itself. So you notice how I wrote it first and last. Then we got to say to ourselves, well, 6 is even number, therefore 2 goes into it. 2 and 6. 2 times 3 equals 6. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. So our factors are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Now, if you take a look at where 6 is, here's the way I like to do this. I said, well, what are the factors of 6? Well, I find 6, and I'm always going to start with 6 in itself. So 6 and 1. So I go ahead and write down 6 and 1 in my factored list here. Then I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to work my way up. 2. Is it even? Yes. 2 times what? 3. Well, look what I did. I actually skipped right over 5, and I skipped right over 4 when I got to 2, and I got to 3. Because you can't put 4 into 6. How many times does 4 go into 6? 1 remainder 2. 1 remainder 2. That's not evenly, so that won't work. So when we start this way, we say 1 and 6, and we say 2 and 3, and then we say, are there any numbers in between there? There are no numbers in between there. I'm done. Let's take a bigger number. And then a bigger number, we're going to start the same exact way. Example number 1 says, list all the factors of 20. I'm going to fit it in the same box, okay? 20 equals. That's how we list factors. We always say 20 equals, and then we start listing. Now, guys, where do we say we're going to start? Well, we're going to start at 20. Now, I have this number line all the way across the board, and if we were in school, I'd have my yardstick out, and I'd be pointing here and here. You might have to make your own number line on the top of your paper to work on these factors until you get it figured out. What I'm really saying is, what is 20 divisible by? Well, 20 is divisible by 1, and 20 is divisible by 20. How do I know? Well, here it is. Here's 20, and factors of itself is always 1 and itself. How do I know? Well, 20 divided by 1 equals 20, and 20 divided by 20 equals 1. So those are factors of 20. 1 times 20 equals 20. I notice that 20 is even, so I'm going to start at 2. So here I started at 1. I'm going to do a different color so we don't get mixed up. Here I started at 1. I'm finding all the ones of 20, and I started at 20. Notice I don't start at 19 and say, oh, is 19 going to 20? Does 18 go? I'm going to start at 2, because I know 2 goes into 20. So let's go ahead and divide it. I got 20 divided by 2. Now, hopefully, you know, if you have $20 and you got 2 brothers, you're going to give them each 10. Yeah, $10. 2 and 10. So this is kind of nice. Here I am at 2 already, and I wrote it down. And look, I skipped 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Here I am, I'm at 10. I don't have to worry about all these. These don't go into 20. The next biggest one was 10. So now I'm going to go to 3. Does 3 go into 20? Now, if you want a cheat sheet, look in your folder, in your green folder, your blue folder, slide down 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. It doesn't have 20. It's not a factor. 3 is not a factor. Let's go to 4. I'm at 4 and at 10 so far. Does 4 go into 20? Yeah, you bet it does, right? 4 times what equals 20? Slide down the 4. Boom, you hit 20, shoot out to the side, and you get 5. 4 and 5 are factors. Now, where am I? I'm right here. They're next to each other. Are there any numbers between 4 and 5? No, I'm done. Well, look at, I skipped 9, 8, 7, 6. Is 9 going to 20? Nope. Does 8 slide down? Nope. Does 7? Nope. Does 6? Nope. Okay, so I got all the factors. The factors of 20 are 1 and 20, 2 and 10, and 4 and 5. 1 times 20 is 20, 2 times 10 is 20, and 4 times 5 is 20. And that's it. I have them all. Well, let's take a look at example number 2. Go ahead and turn your page. List all the factors of 23. Okay, let's go. 23 equals. That's how we always set it up. 23 equals. Well, the first one obviously is 1, and here I am all the way down here, 23. I'm going to use this super duper orange one. All right, 1 and 23. It's always 1 in itself. Those are the easiest one. Does 2 go into 23? 23 is odd. 2 won't go in there. Does 3 go into 23? 3, 6, 9, 21, 24. No. Does 4? No. Does 5? That's the end with a 5 or a 0. No. Does 6? No. 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 None of them go into 23. That's it. You're done. The factors of 23 are 1 and 23. Now, I'm sure you learned this with Miss Mackey last year, but those have a fancy word. 23 is a prime number because it only has 1 and itself. It's prime. No other factors. Just 1 and 23. Example number 3. It says, which of these numbers is not a factor of 30? So in other words, 30 equals 1 and 30. Does 2 go into 30? Yeah, it's even. 2 and 15. Now, if you don't know that one in your head, go ahead and put your 30 here. Put your 2 there. How many times 2 go into 3? 1 times. 1 times 2 is 2. We're keeping nice and neat, straight. 3 times 2 is 3 minus 2 is 1. Bring down my 0. How many times does 2 go into 10? 5 times 1. I'm sorry, 2 and 15. 1 and 30, 2 and 15. I'm working my way up. 3. 3. I was at 15. 3 and what? 3 and 10. 3 and 10. I'm not going to fit many more in there. 4 go into 30. No. Does 5 go into 30? Yes. 5 and 6. I'm going to rewrite it so it's neat. 30 equals 1, comma, 2, comma, 3, comma, 5, comma, 6, comma, 10, comma, 15, comma, and 30. Now I can answer my question. Is 2 a factor? Yes. Is 3 a factor? Yes. Is 4 a factor? No. Is 5 a factor? Yes. Okay? Example number 4. It says, which factors of 9 are also factors of 18? Now, on this one, you're going to have 2 of them. So I like to do it like this. 9 equals and 18 equals. Every time we're asking for factors, you're going to put that number equals, and then you're going to start with 1 in itself. So this one, I'm going to start with 1 and 9. And this one, I'm going to start with 1 and 18. And then let's just work our way up. Here's 1, here's 9. Does 2 go into 9? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm looking at my sheet. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No. Does 3 go into 9? 3, 6, 9. You bet. 3 times what? Slip outside. 3 times 3. Whoosh. I'm all the way here. When I match up, then I'm done. The factors of 9 are 1, 3, and 9. What are the factors of 18 now? Well, let's go. 1 and 18. I got those. Does 2 go into 18? 18 is even. Sure does. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 2 times what equals 18? 2 times 9. Whoosh. I slide all the way down here. Now my only choices are the ones between there. 2 and 9. How about 3? Does 3 go into 18? 3, 6. I'm just sliding down my chart. Now you're sliding down yours. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Yeah, 3 times what? 3 times 6. 3 times 6. So 3 and 6. And now I have them all. 4 doesn't go in there and 5 doesn't go in there. So we're set. So now the question actually asks, which are the same? And when we find the ones that are the same, we're going to circle them. Well, it's always going to be 1 because 1 goes into everything. 2? Nope. 3? Yep. 6? Nope. 9? Yeah. So now, what is our answer? Our answer is actually 1, 3, and 9. Okay? All right. So when we're searching for factors, go ahead and use your charts. You can slide down your charts and say, does this one go into 18? 2 goes into 18. 3 goes into 18. No 4. No 5. 6 goes into 18. No 7. No 8. 9 goes into 18. That's one way you can do it. I like to do this way where I start where they are, 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6, and then I'm all the way to the end. Let's try just a couple practices. Take a look at A. A is 4. What are the factors of 4? Always start with the same ones. 1 and itself. 1 and 4. 1 and 4. Does 2 go into 4? Yep. Does 3 go into 4? Nope. I'm done. Now, obviously, bigger numbers than it, you don't even have to check. 1, 2, 4. Put commas in there, write them nice and neat. Look at B. B wants you to find the factors of 3. Boy, they're asking some easy ones. Let's start with, okay, so your choices for 3 is 1, 2, 3. Obviously, it's just 1 and 3. 1 times 3 equals 3. Let's get C in this box now. C is 6. Start with the smallest one. 1 and 6. 1 times 6 is 6. Let's try 2. 2 times 3 is 6. And then the last one I want you to do is I want you to jump to H, which is 12. And they're going to ask you for 12 about a bazillion times. So memorize it. 12. There's a lot of them for 12. Let's start with the easiest one. Obviously, 1 and 12. 2 times what equals 12? 2 times 6. We jumped all the way down here now. We got 2 and 6. That only leaves me 3, 4, and 5. What else equals 12? 3 times 4. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. I'm going to write nice and neat. 12 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Okay? All right, guys, we're trying to find the factors. We're going to find what numbers is that number divisible by? Or what two numbers do you multiply to get? So 30 is divisible by 1, 2, 3, 10, 15, and 30, as well as 5 and 6. 1 and 30 equals 30. 2 and 15 equals 30, 3 and 10 equals 30, and 5 and 6 equals 30. Remember, we're going to use this much later in the year when we're working on fractions and reducing fractions, so we'll have to know our factors. So up until then, let's work on them every day. I'll catch you on my second video.